Hello, my many friends, moms and dads and aunts and uncles. Welcome to another live sale. Hello, Lemmy Lemon. Hello, Sherry. Yeah, it's true, Lemmy. You have to come out of the shadows every once in a while, even if you're a skunk. So welcome to another Tuesday night live sale here on the Skunky Junk channel. We tonight are celebrating Mother's Day. Yay! So we have lots of fun Mother's Day stuff. Some of it is reminiscent of mothers. Some of it is mother-ish. Some of it has the word mom in it. Some of it would make nice gifts for mom, and some of it would make mom do this. So, as you would expect here on the Skunky Junk channel, there's just a wide assortment, and heaven only knows what you might happen to see tonight. So we are going to jump right in because we got a lot of stuff to run through. We have a lot of things on the table tonight, and I don't know that I'll get to all of them, but we're going to jump in. We're going to just have a little fun. Jump into the chat and keep things lively going on there. My wife, Carol, is in the wings. She's here to try and keep the train on the tracks, to write down the things that people want to purchase so that we can try our best to ship the right things to the right people. Hi, Claudia. And hello, JGB Denman. Is it Georgia? Is that your name? Let's see. Hi, Sean and all, Georgia. I'm going to say maybe JGB is Georgia. And I'm going to take a chance and say, hello, Georgia. If you're just in Georgia and your name is something else, let us know, because I'll try to remember it. Not great at that. But speaking of states and places, we are located here in Washington State, and we ship from the Seattle area. So that's where your box will be coming from. Yes. Okay. Welcome, Georgia. Glad that you're here. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. So we ship from the Seattle area. Shipping is not included in the price of your item. So that'll be in addition. It'll show up on your invoice. We'll invoice most everything tonight. We try our best, but it gets a little bit late sometimes. So we'll try to invoice as much stuff as possible tonight. And then we ship just as quickly as you pay up on your end of the invoice. So that's wonderful and terrific. If you happen to be in Canada, we have just figured out this week the whole pirate ship thing. So we should be able to get you your items in a fairly reasonable way, at a fairly reasonable price using the new pirate ship. Oh, you are in the Olympia area. Awesome. Met you in the drop sale a few weeks ago. Awesome. And you're in Olympia. Excellent. Well, welcome back, Georgia. So glad that you're here. That's terrific. If Tori shows up, Tori is down there in kind of Lacey area. And I've met her in person. She's terrific and wonderful. And it's just kind of great to have some people from our area in the chat. So that's really wonderful. Let's see. So shipping from Seattle. Shipping's not included in the cost of the items. We don't do a lot of offer ups here. If you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that, and I have a lag and I don't want to miss it, holler and we will do something as an offer up to give you a chance on it. But we try not to do offer ups just because we try to keep things moving along pretty quickly. And I try to just price things at a really, really fair and reasonable price. And I'm not here to try to, push the price up. So to me, sometimes it feels a little bit that way. And it's no judgment of other channels that do that. It's just really not for us. Hello, Rustic Farmhouse. Good to see you again. Yay. You guys, if you're not subbed to the Rustic Farmhouse, make sure you go there and sub to Joanne. She was on our channel last week and did her first live sale here, and it was a really, really great time. So, and Gabrielle Lesh, yay! Hello, you're here. I love that. How are you, Gabby? I think I probably told you 1,000 times. My daughter's middle name is Gabrielle, and it was on our list of names. It ended up getting chosen for a middle name, but love that name. So always glad to see you. All right. So are there any questions? Did I cover everything, Carol? Dirt Road Memories. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome.
What did we do?
Did we cover it? Good, then let's do it. We're going to jump in. So let's start with a good one. Give you early birds. Oh, D Rose. Yeah. So I was just mentioning that. I got the shipping figured out. Just got approved for whatever that's called in pirate ship. So I figured I would hold off on doing your invoice until you had a chance to see tonight's sale. If you want anything more, I'll throw it in the box. And we are going to invoice you and finally get you your box, D Rose. So you've been kind of piling up some things and ready to get it shipped off, and we're going to do that today. So yes, that's very exciting. All right, we're going to start with a fairy lamp. So latecomers, just let them know they're missing out on a really wonderful thing. So this is, it's one of those unbranded things. It's made in Taiwan and has the remnants of a sticker on the bottom. Made in Taiwan, but other than that, not noted as a brand. So you're not even going to be able to really see that. Anyway, it's satin and it says made in Taiwan on the bottom. It has no chips or cracks. It's not of the highest quality. This is not a Fenton item by any means. It's made in a mold, and that's what it is. So the top fits right on top of there. It fits fairly tightly. If this was Fenton, it would be like, ooh, and it is in fact, ah. So that's sort of what you're getting here. Understand it's not going to be a Fenton price and it's not going to be a Fenton quality, but it has these beautiful rose, what do you call them, decals or whatever, on 3 sides of it. So it has it on the front and the back and the other front, on all 3 sides. And no chips or cracks again. It is a fairy lamp. It's satin colored or satin clear glass, and that's what it is. Questions about that? Let's measure it. It's kind of tall because that top piece is sort of tall. So it is about 7 inches tall, the whole thing all together, 7 inches. So I really don't think there's chips or cracks, no flea bites or anything like that. Let's just run our fingers around. It's a tiny spot here that's just a little bit rough, but I think that's just part of it being in the mold. The top of these is just always a little bit rough where it's cut off, but it's not sharp or anything. I guess there's maybe just a little bit of a flea bite right on the not even on the outer lip, but the inner lip where this piece sits on top of, so it's way inside there. Little flea bite there. Is that all I'm seeing? I think that's it. Anyway, so there you go. So it's a nice little tea light with roses on it. The roses are nice and pink and pretty. And this little guy here is going to be just $20. So if you're interested in this, it's $20. And it is number 16. Number 16. Yeah, thank you, Dirt Road. It is pretty. I'm under 40 pounds now. What is the weight at the moment? You know, D-Rose, I'll have to weigh it. You may end up with 2 boxes because there's quite a bit over there, and it may exceed 4 pounds, actually. Not just sure. Maybe, Carol, can you weigh her box? It's the box that's inside of that great big box, yes. And here's the little weigher.
Called a scale.
Yeah, it's a scale. Or a weigher. Okay, let's do another piece of glass. This is one that I like. Especially like.
I like the other one. What are you talking about?
Well, I like them all, but there's something about paperweights that I like. So this is a glass paperweight, felt on the back, that covers up the insert that is inside, which is this picture of this beautiful mother. So you can have a paperweight filled with mama. Now, if you really want to, you can pop this out and you can put a picture of your real mama in there, or put a picture of your mama's mama, or put a picture of a butterfly and a monkey butt. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can put anything you want in there. But I love this kind of Victorian looking lady. And to me, she has the feel of something that a mama would want on her fancy desk. So the glass is just a dome, and the design is inside. So the design that you see the kind of, well, maybe you don't, kind of pretty design around the edge. That's not something that you feel on the outside, but it's something you see on the inside. Does that make sense? So this little guy here is going to be $11, just $11, and it's number 5. It's it's not solid glass, so it's not like really weighty, but it's heavy duty enough that it's going to hold your papers down. It's 3 inches across. It does have just a little bit of scuffing and things. I mean, it's not brand new, and it's glass, so it has a little bit of scuffing and stuff, but nothing that really takes away from its beauty. You're not really seeing so much of it on the screen because it's in pretty good shape. So there you go. A rustic farmhouse would like number 5, and that's this one. So Carol, let's set this over there if we could, please. Thank you. I need to peek and remind myself what rustic farmhouse's name is. I'm going to cheat. Let's see. Oh, wait, the rustic farmhouse, that's Joanne. No, I know that one. Sorry, Joanne. Oh, I'm a nut. I didn't need to cheat.
She's at 1 pound 10 ounces.
Okay, D Rose. Carol says you were at 1 pound 10 ounces, so you're not near 4 pounds yet. I was wrong. So you're good. Okay, let's do something just.
Joanne's like.
Sorry, Joanne. Okay, let's not do that one yet. Let's do there's so many things.
Well, you're not rushing very fast.
I know, I'm not really rushing very fast, but I taped these together because I kept dropping them, and now they're probably going to have sticky on them that I'll have to get off. So these are little sherbet cups, or little ice cream bowls, and they would be perfect for a little Mother's Day tea or a little Mother's Day snack with all of Mother's little friends, as long as she has only 3 friends, because there are 4 of these little bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are clear glass. You can see that. They are that bubble design. I just call this bubble glass. And honestly, I don't know the maker. I didn't think to even look up the maker because I don't so much think that it matters that much. They're just super cute little dishes.
Gina Marie is here.
Gina Marie, my dear, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. And I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing around the edges of the tops here. They were in good shape when I set them on the desk last night, and it looks like they're still in good shape here. This one does have just a little bit of roughness around the top. So it's not even that you can see flea bites or anything, but it does feel just a little bit rough in a couple of spots. So I'm going to say this one might not be perfect, but the other 3 seem to be. And it's in definitely usable, great shape. So anyway, so little ice cream bowls. These guys are small, like for a nice scoop of ice cream. You couldn't really put a piece of pie in there, but you could put a nice brownie with a bit of whipped cream on top of it and a strawberry, or you could put a really nice scoop of any kind of ice cream you want. But I would suggest chocolate. And they are right at 4 inches across. So that's the size of those. There's 4 of them. You'll get all 4. And they are $10. Just $10 for all 4 of the really cute bowls. Number 21. Thank you. Number 21. Because I know that there is sort of a thing afoot about clear glass, but I'm not sure that people are glomming onto it just yet. I think people talk about it, but then they're not as attracted to it. But that bubble glass, I really like those a lot. That bubble design, I just really adore. Let's do a cat. So this is, yes, it's a mama cat, and she has 4 little cat babies. So if you have a mama that likes cats, maybe she'd like a mama cat, right? So she's a big mama, just about head size for me. She's unmarked on the bottom. I don't know who made her. It doesn't really matter who made her. But if you measure across the bottom, it's at just under 8 inches across. So that gives you a sense of the size and volume here. So she doesn't have any chips or cracks. I didn't notice any repairs. Her color is in pretty good shape. She's kind of a bisque. She's not like real shiny glaze or anything like that. But she's not uncomfortable to touch and hold. She's got really pretty shiny eyes, and her little babies are just adorable. These 2 being in the little wagon, and then that one falling out. And Mama's looking with her really shiny bright eyes. Yeah, she just has a nice expression, and I think it's just a great little piece. My mom passed away, but I'm here anyways. I don't take it personally. Those dishes were nice, though. Gina Marie, I'm very, very sorry. It is a day to remember our moms, even if they are no longer with us. And so we're going to celebrate the moms that are still in our life. What, Carol? Oh, what?
I get what she says.
A minion wagon. It does totally look like a minion wagon. Totally does. Did you find this, Carol? Because
yeah, it's $9, number 42.
$9, number 42. Thank you. Just $9 for the great big cat figurine. And it's number 42. Thank you, Sandy. Hello. I like that. It's taken up. This guy's taken up just a little bit too much real estate on my shelves over here. So kind of marked the price down, hoping that somebody would take it home. That's just a little hint. That's a good price, $9 for a great big figurine that's in perfect shape.
Ancestral Beginnings.
Ancestral Beginnings. Hello, welcome. Golly jeepers, we've got just a crowd tonight, and I love it. A crowd of new and wonderful people. This is going to be right in its original box. And look at this cardboard. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like flecky, kind of like recycled paper cardboard. I don't know. I just think that's neat. Right on top, though, it says made in Czechoslovakia. So that'll give you a little bit of a hint of what's inside of here. This, I think, has never been used or anything, but it's an older piece. It's all wrapped up inside. So we're going to unwrap this together. Take out this piece, and this piece, and this piece. And then we'll take out the little one. And then down here at the bottom is the tray. So I purposely kept it all wrapped up so it would be a surprise. It's this beautiful crystal cut glass Czechoslovakian piece. So it says Bohemian glass made in Czechoslovakia. Can you see that sticker there? Bohemian glass. Look at that. Hi, Chad. So that's the base. Oh, Crafty Jackie. Hello, my dear. How are you? So that's that piece. And then on the little tray goes this little piece in the middle, which seems like it should have a little spoon, and it does not. So there's no spoon for it. You'll have to use one of your little silver spoons that you have picked up other places. And then it has a salt shaker that goes on one of the ends. And then it has a pepper shaker. These have, the paper is still in between the top, but that's just to keep it from getting cracked or anything. So that comes right out. Looks a little bit funky right now, but there you go. Actually, so maybe the centerpiece should have toothpicks. I bet that's what it should be, toothpicks. So no spoon needed. But there you go. So it's this beautiful cut glass, Bohemian glass, Czechoslovakian tray with the salt, pepper, and toothpick holder. Nice, right? It's so pretty. And it's still all just in perfect shape, still wrapped up in its original box with the stickers on each and every piece, I think. Yep. Each piece has its sticker. So there you go. That's what you get. It's so pretty. It's just very nice. It's the kind of lovely thing that Mother would like to have on her table, or some other lovely mother that's in your life that is taking the role of mama temporarily. So there's one last piece. This is why I was thinking a spoon. See, the centerpiece does have a little glass lid, which has a hole like a spoon would go in it. So I suppose maybe you put honey in that. I don't know what you put in there. Mustard? Probably mustard. But that piece just kind of fits oddly on, well, let's see. It goes on like that, I guess. So it fits on there like that. But you could put toothpicks in it like we were thinking it should have. Up to you. Anyway, so that's what you get. You get the whole kit and caboodle right in its original cardboard box. And I will rewrap it all after the show back into its original paper wrappings. And that whole cotton picking mess is going to come to you for $12, just $12. And it's number 68. Number 68, $12 for all that beautiful Bohemian glass made in Czechoslovakia. So older piece, lovely.
Sammy's asking if that's a butter dish.
I suppose you could use it as a butter dish, sure, but I think it's a tray to put those three things on. You could absolutely put butter on it. It doesn't have a lid to go on the butter dish, but you could use it as a butter dish, sure. In fact, here's a special thing, you guys. This isn't true at any other sale, only this one. As soon as you buy an item here, you can use it for anything you want. Aren't you so lucky? You're welcome. Okay.
What a privilege.
It is a great privilege that comes only with a skunky junk channel. Okay, let's do a funky one. This is Mama's hair care set. So this may not be so much of a gift for Mom as much as a reminder of Mom or Grandma or great-grandma or great-great-grandma. Anyway, we'll start with this. This is a brush and comb set. I don't know just what this is. I couldn't decide. It's a plastic of some sort, but it has kind of pretty lines on it, which is not going to translate on. Oh, there, you can see it for just a second there. Get it really close. Let's get it really close, and then maybe you can see the lines. Oh, it focuses just for a second. You can kind of see the lines in it. Anyway, there you go. In the plastic, it's smooth, but it looks like lines in it, kind of, sort of like, I don't know. Anyway, and it's got what appear to be bristles. I'll let you decide if those are boar bristles or plastic. I really cannot decide. I apologize that I just can't decide on this piece. I've explored it and looked at it and thought about it, and I just couldn't make a final decision that I felt like I could, with assurance, say exactly what it is. So I'm gonna let you have to decide on this. So anyway, but you got the comb and the brush, they're big. And then you have this really cool thing. I don't think it's celluloid. It's kind of too heavy. Listen to it when it hits the table. See, I don't think it's celluloid, but I couldn't decide for sure what it is. But look at this, you guys. This has wood handles, and it's made out of all metal. And guess what? It's a crimper. So you warm this little sucker up right over your fire, and then you crimp your hair into it, and you make yourself some lovely curls and waves. I guess waves, not curls. Is that the craziest thing? I have seen a lot of weird old things, but I had not seen a hair crimper that you use fire to fire up your crimped hair. So that was a new one for me. I really love that. So
1920s, the waves.
it could be those funny, those are like finger waves mostly. They just stuck a bunch of lard in there and then just did little waves in it because of all the lard it held in there. All right, so you get the comb and the brush and you get the crimper, and it's all so that you can look purty just like me. And the cost for all of that is just $25, number 73. I looked up these crimpers and they're worth, at least that. So you're kind of getting the brush and the comb as a throw-in extra. So it maybe doesn't matter for sure what it's made out of. Take your chances. Maybe it's made out of something really special and cool. It looks nice and it's in great shape. So what more can you ask for? But you get this really awesome crimper, and you can have the crimpiest hair of anyone on your street. So $25, number 73. And you can look just like Granny looked when she was very young. All right. I know. Can you imagine getting burned with that? Oh, yikes. I'm not sure that I'm going to suggest using it, but you do you. Again, once you buy it, it's yours. You do what you want with it. Okay. We're going to do this little guy. It's the silhouette. So it's one of those little silhouette pictures. And look, there's a sweet little baby in there. And she's the sweet little mama of that little dolly. So cute. And it has kind of nursery silhouettes around the edge of it. It's in a very nice old vintage frame. I don't know a ton about the frame, but it has certainly a vintage old look to it. And the glass is in really great shape. And that picture of that sweet little girl inside, just as cute as a button. So there you go. That's what you're going to get. This is a little one. This is a real small little guy. And it's about, what, 5 inches tall. So it's 5 by 4. 5 this way, 5 tall, 4 this way. So it's little. It's in good shape. It's not like super tied into the back. There's a bit of, well, maybe not. I was going to say tape, but I don't see tape. It's just the cardboard has kind of an pokey outy thing that goes back behind the frame, and that's what's holding it in there. But anyway, it's nice and sturdy, and it is a silhouette, a glass silhouette frame with a little girl. So sweet, right? I love that. And this right here is going to run you $12, and it's number 83. $12, number 83. It's the picture inside is just a little bit pastel, light colored. You know, as I'm looking at it myself, I was holding it up to the camera rather than looking at myself. Down here at the bottom of the glass, there's just a little, right in the middle there. Let's pull it down here so it'll focus. It's like the glass is a little bit cloudy on the inside there. So there's a little spot of clouded glass. I'm not sure why that is, but it's not on the outside where I can scrape it off. It kind of looks like, oh, there's a little mist of paint or something. I could scrape it off, but I cannot. It's inside. Anyway, it's very cute. So make sure that you do see that down there at the bottom. That little bit, it looks like paint or something on the inside of the glass. I don't know how in the world that got in there, but okay. Thank you so much, Marilyn. I know it's buried. I can't ding the bell today. So I was on Trisha's show. Some of you probably know that because that's probably why you're here. You met me there. But I was on Trisha's show Saturday, and so my space here is just a wreck. All the stuff is there because I didn't do shipping because I was waiting for today's sale so I could ship everything together. And there's stuff everywhere. So it's a thing. Let's do this. I wish Trisha was here because Trisha is with me on this. She is a real fan of Jody Bergsma, as am I. So Jody Bergsma is a local artist here in Washington State. She's been doing art since the late 60s, maybe early 70s. I'm going to say at least 60s. She lives up north of us, more in Trisha's area, actually. And she's kind of a private person. She doesn't go out very much. She doesn't do shows or things, and she doesn't like to take interviews, anything. I tried to set up an interview with her for the channel just because I'm kind of a pretty big fan, and my grandma knew her way back in the day, but she just doesn't do interviews or anything like that. So we just have to appreciate her art. This is one of her prints. It says, oh, your favorite artist. Awesome. I love that. She does a lot of wonderful different things. I kind of like some of her older stuff, but this one says, a mother is all the wonderful things we never outgrow our need for. It's number 1705 of 500. This is in its frame. It's this pretty purple frame, but it does not have plastic over it. It seems to be in good shape. The corners are not dinged up, maybe a little tiny bit this top corner, but it really is in pretty good shape, but it is not inside of its original plastic. This actually belonged to my grandma. A mother is all the wonderful things we never outgrow our need for. Jody Bergsma. This is a small print. The print inside the mat is just about 4 by 2.5 or so. The mat is a 7 by 5. So you can find a frame that's 5 by 7, a typical size frame to fit that. So, hello, Viking Treasure Hoard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This one is $10 and it's number 55. $10, number 55 for the Mother print by Jody Bergsma. $10, number 55. I have an item back here that I just haven't quite decided exactly how I'm going to sell it yet. So it's going to have to sit back there on the chair for a hot minute. Any guesses why these knives are in the sale tonight?
Dirt Road number 50.
Oh, Dirt Road. Thank you so much. Let's set that over there then, Carol. Any guesses? I'm going to pause just for a minute, see if anybody can guess why these knives are in tonight's sale. How do these fit the theme? That's right, friends. There's mother of pearl handles. So it's a Mother's Day sale, and these are mother of pearl. I think they're fake mother of pearl. I think they're plastic, but they are vintage. They are Sheffield. All of the research that I did said that they are faux mother of pearl, and they feel like plastic, but they're really pretty. So look, I'm going to see if I can get it to focus up close so you can really get a good look at that. Come on, Betsy. Come on, do it for me. There, look at that. See, it's so pretty. They have been used. So the metal, which is marked as stainless steel, it's scratched and things. These don't look like brand new. They are not brand new, and they have been used. They are pretty sharp. They're very, very pokey. You could definitely draw blood with that. And I suppose you probably would want to sharpen them, although they are a bit serrated. So don't sharpen the serration because you'll just wreck your little steak knives. But anyway, you've got 4 nice, sturdy, pretty faux mother of pearl stainless steel Sheffield steak knives. They're pretty cool. Hi, Barbie. They say on them Sheffield, England, stainless, letter H. I don't know what the H is for. Anyway, I looked these up, and they mostly you'll find not steak knives, but butter knives, or some other kind of like rounded knives. And so the steak knives seemed to, I didn't find any of them out there. But anyway, I'm sure there are some out there. I didn't dig overly deep. But anyway, they're pretty cool. And they are nice vintage steak knives. They're pretty. These would look pretty on like a springy kind of a table, maybe a real flowery floral print tablecloth or something, and then these would look really nice. They are not brand new. They are used, and they have some scratching, and I mean, not like scratching, but just like they're not overly shiny. They are kind of, they just have scuffing, I guess, on them. Anyway, there you go. So these guys are going to be, I lost it, Carol. Where are they? Say it again.
$20, number 17.
$20, number 17. $20 for the knives. Mother of pearl. Mother of pearl. They're nice, and they're $20, and they're number 17. Okay. Now, one of the things about being a mother is that at some point in time you had a baby. So here we have a little baby. This is a Cupid baby. He's got his little blue wings back there. I don't know. I don't get the whole blue wing thing. Like, those are tiny wings. How's anybody going to fly with those little wings? But anyway, whatever. It's the Cupid story. And this is just a little bare bottom Cupid. His little bottom's kind of hidden down on the bottom, so you don't see anything nasty, and I can show it right here on YouTube. He's got his pretty shiny eyes, and he's sucking his little thumb, and he's just as cute as can be. That's the story of the Cupid. You're listening in the background. Thank you for doing that, Barbie. We love having you along for the ride. So this little porcelain Cupid, or ceramic Cupid, is going to be, sorry, I said the wrong word. Yeah, it's ceramic Cupid, 4.5 inches tall. So, but the point is, he's not rubber. Down on the bottom, he's got his little mark there, KW228. If you are a collector of such things and need to know his little special number, that is his little special number. And look, he's sucking his little thumb. He's so cute. So there you go, little Cupid. $10, 46. $10, number 46 for the great little Cupid. He's just a handful of little bear baby. Who doesn't love a little baby? So when my kids were little, I was just in love. And I really knew, people kept saying, it's going to go so fast. And like, you don't really get that until it happens to you. But I was consciously aware of it. I was aware that these moments were going to go quickly and I was going to forget. So I remember sitting in the, I'm going to cry. I remember sitting in the rocking chair with little baby Marina in my arms and just rocking at night with her there and smelling her and thinking to myself, remember this smell. It's just such a unique, special smell, the smell of baby. And there's nothing else like it. And it doesn't last long because then there's other stinky smells that come along later. But I, to this day, of course, I don't remember exactly that smell, but just those little captured moments that I purposely captured for myself. It's like a photograph in my mind of a moment in time. So you guys do that in your life. When there's a special moment, when there's special things, just step back, take a moment, capture it, remember it, cling to it, because it doesn't last long. It really doesn't.
Crafty Jackie.
Thank you, Crafty Jackie. You get number 46. Let's get back on track. Ooh, I'm not a pretty crier. We don't want to go there. Okay, let's see. Let's do Piggies because they're not going to make me cry. Here's Daddy Piggy and Baby Piggy, and there's Mama Piggy. Just a typical mom. She's just lounging around reading a book.
What?
Now, Daddy's got his overalls on. He's busy tending the farm, taking care of the babies, squishing. Oh, that's not a bug. Taking care of the pretty red flowers. And what's Mom doing? She's got her eyes closed. She's laying in the grass. She was reading a book. Typical. If you see me duck, it's because Carol's throwing things at me. Anyway, so you got the two little piggies. They obviously had little stickers on the bottom at some point, but those have long since come off. I don't know exactly what the stickers said. Maybe they said made in Japan. Maybe they said made in Taiwan, Hong Kong. Don't know. I don't know the story of these piggies. I just know that they're cute and they're a little family and they're so sweet. That's what I know about them. So if you have like a little farmhouse family, a farmhouse decor, these would be kind of a, I don't know, just a cutesy kind of a thing to add to your farmhouse decor. I like them. They're cute. It's a nice little family. And they match. See, Papa has his purple overalls and Mama has her purple little skirt thing. It's like a little grass skirt. She's topless, but she doesn't show anything there. Anyway, he's topless too. And the baby, they're naked. Anyway, so there you go. Got a family of pigs. If you need a family of pigs at your house, I bet this morning when you woke up, you just just sat up in bed and you said to yourself, oh, I need a family of pigs in my house. And so I'm here to help you with that problem. These guys are just $12. You get all the pigs for number 26. So there's two figurines, Daddy and Baby, and then Mama. They go together. They're $12, number 26. And you can solve your missing pig problem. That's what you want to do with your life. Okay, where should we go next? Let's take care of this business. Let's take care of this business right here. I'm so glad I took this one in earlier and scrubbed it out. And now it's like, oh my gosh, I thought that was a little bit grubby, but now it's perfect. It's a mixing bowl because what mom doesn't want to go cook some more food for herself and the family, right? So Mama, have yourself a mixing bowl. This is beautiful, actually, because it's custard glass and it glows like the dickens. Look at that. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! Look at the glow. It's really a nice glow. That, you know how custard glass is. It has just a really special glow to it. Really picks up on the black light. So this guy has no chips or cracks, so which is kind of surprising if somebody ever used this as a mixing bowl. I mean, they always get chips and dings and dents and bumps. Inside, it doesn't really even have a ton of scratching. It definitely has been used. At the base there, you would see a little bit of, scratches and things where something was stirred up in here. And then there's one weird little spot on the side, which is just part of the making of it. It has almost like a little bit of a wrinkle there. It's not a flaw. It's not any big deal, but I just figured I should show it to you because it's not quite perfect with that. So anyway, the bottom also perfect. No dents, no dings, no chips. What it says on the bottom is Hamilton Beach, Racine, Wisconsin. So if we have any Wisconsinites in the house, maybe this will feel special to you. But this is kind of a medium-sized mixing bowl. About, I don't know why I always do that. I always accidentally choose the centimeters. 6.5 inches across. That way, 6.5. And what, like 4.5 tall. So it's good for mixing up some chocolate pudding in, or for displaying in your hutch with your black light. Those two things it would be really good for. It's in really, really shatteringly good shape, considering that this morning it was very grubby. So there you go. Do you like it? I love it. And what mom doesn't want another mixing bowl? Because, you know, moms, just get back in the kitchen where you belong. I say that totally tongue-in-cheek because I don't believe that for 1 second. Yeah, I'm usually the one in the kitchen at our house. Although Carol, I'll say, so, well, anyway, we won't go all into it. But Carol has started to do a lot more cooking than she used to do back in the day. It's $20, this mixing bowl here. This custard glass mixing bowl, $20, number 22, if anybody's interested in having that at their house. And having some glow, glow, glow. Now, if you don't have a black light at your house and you're like, well, I would buy one of those things, but I can do anything with it anyway. I don't even have a black light. Just let me know. I've got some little ones and I'll send you one. And you could show this off to your kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and nephews and nieces and neighbors and friends. It's so pretty. All right, gracious. Yeah, when you hold the light back a little bit, it doesn't blow it out quite so much. Either I'm behind on the chat or everybody has gone to sleep.
I think you put her to sleep.
Okay, let's ring the bell. Wake up! Wake up, people! All right, Capidamonte. So this would make a nice gift for a mom or a grandma or somebody who functions as that in your life. Maybe you have a dear friend or neighbor that is kind of a substitute mom, and Mother's Day is the day to celebrate all of those people. So, Gabrielle wants number 22, and you will get it, Gabrielle. Glowing Gabrielle. We'll give it to Glowing Gabby. Okay, so there's 2 of these. I'm going to show you one at a time because I don't want to drop it. So it's got the little kind of handly thing on the back like a candle. And in fact, it is a candle holder. So you put a taper candle down inside there like this. And that's how you display it. See, pretty. This doesn't really call for a red candle, but red is what I happen to have here. So there you go.
Yep, you are putting people.
Uh-oh, yikes. So they're kind of a faded pink, maybe a peachy pink rose. That's what these are. They'd be beautiful with white candles, maybe a mauve candle. They would look good with peachy candles. Not maybe necessarily so much like a bright peachy, but like a apricot-y peach would look really pretty in here. Anyway, these I did not notice, and I went around the petals and everything, and you know how these are. They're all, every petal's like handmade, so they're imperfect to start with, but each petal has kind of an indent in the top. That's not a crack. It's on every single petal, and I didn't notice any petals that had chips or cracks or broken pieces. I really do think that this Capidamonte piece is in perfect shape. That's what I think. And there may be some tiny flaws here that I'm overlooking, but you would think that you would see the white of the porcelain underneath, and I do not see that. So there you go. That's what I think. There's like some gluey kind of, oh, it's wax. Somebody had a candle in here and some wax drip down there, so I didn't notice that. There's some wax drip down there, and for just a second I was thinking it got glued, but I don't know what would be glued there. So really, I'm sure it's wax. Anyway, on the bottom, it has the Capidamonte stamp with the N. So that's what you got on the bottom. Look at you guys. This is how you can tell that this Capidamonte stuff is handmade. You can see the fingerprints of the person who hand molded these. Isn't that cool? So if you worked at the Capidamonte factory, you wouldn't really want to be a criminal because your fingerprints are all over the place. So here's the second one, and I won't show you, I won't belabor it, but it too is in great shape. It might have just one little ding right here. You don't notice it because it's right where the flower has the, whoops, I'm not in the screen, has the little loopy anyway. But if you look really, really closely, you can kind of see white. So I do think that maybe there's just a little tiny chip right there in that spot. Other than that, I believe this one to be in perfect shape as well. So one is perfect, I believe. One is almost perfect and very presentable. You would never notice that if it was just displayed and you weren't up like investigating it like you are a connoisseur de Capidamonte. So that's what that is. And there's your Capidamonte stamp on the bottom of that one. So there you go. There's the two of them. They are, I think you got a sense of the size because I put a candle in them and now you know. So there you go. Two beautiful Capidamonte pieces. And where is our friend Paula when we need her? Because Paula loves this stuff. And these are just $22. That is a shocking price. $22, number 30. $22 for the beautiful Capidamonte, number 30. $22 will probably barely cover the cost of the bubble wrap that I'm going to have to wrap these up. Anyway, there you go. I get things at a good price, then I like to pass them along at the good price. So there you go. What else have we got here? Let's do a brooch. We didn't do any jewelry or anything yet. Let's do a brooch. Here's a brooch for Mama. Mama needs a new brooch. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. I mean, a new pair of brooch. So this is not coming across as the right color. Let's adjust our color of our lamp, of our light. Does that help? Maybe a little bit. That's pretty good. It's pink. So it's made up of a group of little flowers. 4 flowers in the center. Come on. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 around the edge. Can you see that? And then in the center of each flower is a very sparkly, beautiful, nice, large rhinestone. So the flowers are like a plasticky kind of thing, and they are pink. It's not coming across on the screen quite as pink, but they are like a regular pastel, but true pink. So they're very nice. And it's missing no stones or anything. And then around the very edge, the pink, behind the pink is the metal. So I'll show you the back so you can kind of see a better sense of that. And then you can see the rivets that are holding it all together there. Okay, so you can see the flower shapes there, the metal flower shapes, and then in front of each one of those metal flower petals is a little kind of pink ball looking thing, and that makes up the flowers. See, it's pretty. And it's got just a straight pin on the back with the safety clasp. So there you go. It's not a huge brooch. This is a normal size brooch, so it's about 1.25 inches. It's that size of brooch. You could wear this one as a hat, in a hat or something like that. It's a nice size. It's not audacious, but it's very, very, very pretty. If you had like a nice white wool or like a what's that word? Anyway, a nice white kind of fuzzy coat, this would be really pretty on it. Anyway, so there you go. This here is going to be a little brooch, and it's $15, number 51. $15, number 51. Thanks, Crafty Jackie. That is a fantastic price, but you know what? When I can, I do. I'm sorry? Yeah, I know. That's what I was referring to also. It's not a fantastic price for the brooch. I really overcharged for that. I'm just kidding. All right, let's do books.
She loves your description.
Thank you. I try. So here we have a set of Mother Goose books. It's a whole set of them, and you're going to get the whole set. There's 4. So you get the big honker one. This one, it have a little bit of damage to the spine here. But it's, in overall good shape. This one is the original Volland edition Mother Goose, and it was first done in, golly jeepers, let's see, I don't know when it was first done, but anyway, this particular edition was done in 1984, dedicated by the compiler and artist to Virginia and Doris and their mother. So there you go. But it has really pretty pictures in it. I don't subscribe to the idea that you should pull books apart and frame them, but you do you. I love this one. It has such a Halloween feel. It'd be so great on a Halloween wall. Anyway, it's got lots of little Mother Goose stories in it, and having been done in 1984, it doesn't have any of the ones that are like, whoa, yikes, cringy, super inappropriate. I do have one of those Mother Goose books that I'm not going to sell on an online sale because it's just so inappropriate. Love those ones. Anyway, so there you go. Hi, Proud American. How are you, Delbert? So you get the big fat Mother Goose Rhyme book, and you get the little golden book one. This one's been well used and read. This one was from 1952. That's what it says, 1952. It has so it can't be right. So it was copyrighted in 1952. I don't know what edition. It doesn't have a more modern date, but it has a code, so it can't be from 52. Anyway, that's the one you're going to get there. And then you get the Rand McNally Elf book. This one here. This one's in good shape. This one was from Roman numeral year that I'm not going to even try to guess. But it's got really cute pictures. I love this one. And then you get this last one. This is a Golden Telltale book. So this is similar to Little Golden Books, but a different series that they did. And you can have a little bunch of Mother Goose rhymes in this one too. So this one, then up Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. They put him to bed and plastered his head with vinegar and brown paper. And look at poor little Jack. He just does not look so good. He and Jill should not have fallen down that hill. This one's in really good shape, actually. And it's 1965. Tommy Tucker and Little Bo Peep. Anyway, there you go. You get the 4 Mother Goose books for the lovely and amazing price of $20, number 79. You get all 4 for just $20, number 79. If this is all you buy tonight, I can slip these right into an envelope and ship the media mail, and it'll be so cheap for you. You will love your life. You'll say, gosh, that was so cheap. I should have paid more for that. I feel like I want to pay more money. Let's see, we did one of these already. Let's hold off on that. Let's do this. Here's a weird little thing. This is a bunch of wrapping paper. So this is like scraps. So understand, these are not like full pieces. These are scraps of wrapping paper, some larger than others. So this one is this big, but this is all stuff that I thought could work for Mother's Day. There's flowers, floral on that one. This is a really cool one. Look at this. It's got kind of a silvery background and then these purple and pink flowers. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. So this one is a thicker paper and you get this much of that one. Again, these are scraps. Understand they're scraps. Selling them as scraps. That's what you're getting is scraps. So this one's, this kind of a gardeny one. Nests and birds and flowers and things. See that? Pretty. And you get a piece about this size of that one. I mean, these would fit a small, sweet little gift.
Yeah.
This one was from the World Wildlife Fund. I'm saving that one for last. This one has shoes and watering cans and flowers. This one reminds me of the 80s or early 90s. It's a bigger piece. It's that big, right? Well, it opens up again there. Anyway, so you get that one. And then you get this one. This one has really a kind of fun old feel to it. I love this one. Really don't know how old it is. I don't know how old any of this is. I got it just in a lot of stuff from all different times and themes. But anyway, that's a nice big piece there. And I love this one. This one might be my second favorite because my favorite is this one. And it's the smallest one, unfortunately. But this one says, a mother's love is a precious gift. See, it's actually a Mother's Day one. It's officially a Mother's Day one. And it's these beautiful little bluebirds. It's just this small of a piece. But you could frame a bit of this, or you could use it to wrap a little gift, as long as you buy a little gift, because remember, little gifts are the best. So that's what you get right there. Isn't that so sweet? I love that. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of various sized bits of wrapping paper. And those all together are, Carol forgot to look it up.
Nope,
$9, number 24. $9, number 24.
We're talking about what they're going to Mother's Day one. It's getting taken out to tea.
Ah,
Crafty.
I'll go into Chicago for tea for Mother's Day. Oh, I love that. I've never really been to Chicago. I've been through Chicago. I went out to Schaumburg for work a lot of years ago now. But I need to spend some time in Chicago. Maybe have to dinner soon, and then I haven't made anything yet. See, that's just how it is. You have to make all the dinners and all of that stuff. What a pain. No fair. Oh, D Rose. D Rose would like number 24. So let's make sure we get that over to D Rose. Can you do that? Thank you. Thanks, D Rose. Love it. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm not so much of an early to bed, early to rise. A little bit more than my wife. She's really a night owl. She used to work nights for years and years and years, and she's really never adjusted. So she likes to be up late and then sleep in. Now her job is such that she has to go to bed a little earlier because she gets up very early. And I feel a little sorry for her because she doesn't love that. Okay, let's do, this is a figurine of Mama. Anybody want a figurine of Mama? Wait till you see her. I like her so much. She's so great. She's $12. I'm going to tell you that now. Here's Mama. She's so funny. She's like, I am so over it with you kids leaving your stupid dishes in the sink. Put them in the dishwasher. Anyway, there she is. Just a sweet little Mama that has had it. She is done. Anyway, I love her. She's so, so cute. She's not marked on the bottom or anything. She's just there. So there you go. You get this little Mama figurine. She is a good normal figurine-ish size of 5 1/4 inches. And yeah, yes, Delbert, that may be very true right there. She's her hands are on her hips and she's waiting for somebody to come from out back bringing their switch with them. So there she is. She's $12 and she is number 95 and her name is Helga. So if you want Helga at your house, reminding your kids to shape up, the 95 for $12. I love her. Delbert, I have one just for you. We're going to go with this one. This one is going to be $40. And it's worth more than that. But I'll give it to you for $40. There you go, Delbert. This little guy is getting that spanking that you were talking about. So there you go. Mama's just going to town. She's taking care of business. That's what she's doing. So this is 1971. And I can tell you that right around that time, these kinds of things were for sure happening. I can tell you from experience. And she is, it seems kind of like kind of a chalky kind of a thing. I don't know exactly what she's made out of, but she doesn't have any chips or cracks. There's some scuff marks, spots where she has a little bit less color than other spots, a little bit on her head there. But anyway, doesn't matter. She's really great. And then what I really love is these little dogs. The little dogs are coming to the little boy's rescue. This little guy's just pulling on her dress. Stop it! And then this one here, he's licking his little hand. Anyway, little Sam there is right over Mama's lap. He's getting what he has coming to him because he did not put his dishes in the dishwasher like he was told. So she is 7 inches tall and measuring across the wide side of the bottom just to give a sense of the size there. It's about, oh, come on now, 4.5 inches across the bottom. So there you go. There's your mama figurine. If you need a mama figurine, there you go. You got one. So this guy is $40 and it's number 333. $40, number 333. And there you go. Maybe set this one on the table as a little reminder to some people. Shape up. Okay, let's do a pretty one. Maybe your mom would like, do you see this on my wall right here? This is Chalkware Boston's piece. And guess what? I have another one. I'll let you have it. You know, Jackie, I think you're right. That's probably true. I didn't love it when it was the 70s and 80s, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit missing now. But Gina Marie, the wooden spoon, huh? Yeah, that happened at Carol's house too, the wooden spoon. All right, so this is a Boston's piece. Here's the Boston's little, it's still on the back. It's a hanger. It's not a sticker, but it says hand-painted Boston's wall ornaments. And then stamped into the back, I'll show you that too. It says, oh, where is it? Boston's. Well, anyway, I'll show it to you and then I'll read it because I can't read it while I'm covering the screen. Boston's. I don't know, how do you say that word? Congleton? Anyway, it's a town in England, and world copyright. So you can see the back is in pretty good shape. As the 2 rings are still there. They're still sturdy. You can definitely hang this guy up using those rings. And then here's the front with these beautiful, bright springtime flowers. It's just so cheerful. I love this one. This one might be my favorite. I put this one up here because it has a lot more damage on it, so I figured that's the one I should keep. This one doesn't have very much damage, so it's a little bit more valuable, and I figured this would be the one to sell. On this tulip here, you can see there's a little chip there. It's not a bad chip, but the color is missing. And there are just a couple of little spots like that. So let me kind of show you them. Little tiny one there. There's a little one here on the green. There's a bit of a scuff that, well, nope, that goes right away when you rub it. There's a little bit of paint loss here on this leaf. That goes right away. There's the chip here. Tiniest little color loss there. And then just throughout, there's a couple of other little spots that have some color loss. Now, as I'm looking closely, it looks like maybe somebody, see, like this leaf right here, it looks fine, but maybe somebody colored that in with a pen just a little bit. Anyway, I'm getting really nitpicky here. It's really beautiful. And it's chalkware. It's the Boston's kind of chalkware, so it's kind of a sturdier chalk. It's heavy duty, but it does still chip. I mean, you don't want to set something on top of this. It will just destroy it. But is that so pretty? Do you love that? Now, here's the other thing. It's gargantuan. It is like, I think we said 14 inches across, right? Carol, could you try and weigh it for me? It's not light and it's not small, so it's going to take a very large box. If you are D Rose, it's probably a bigger box than what you can use to ship north. 16 by 16 by 5, so add that all up, and I don't know for sure. At any rate, it's really, really pretty. But so Carol's going to try and weigh it for us. This out of the way. Anyway, so do you guys like that Boston's stuff? I love Boston's. I have this little guy here too that one of these days I'll try to sell. 1 pound 10 ounces, Carol says. So it's over a pound for that. I love the little Boston's heads. This guy, I got him, and then his dumb old nose got dinged. He's missing all the color on his nose, but anyway, I do like Boston's. They make such detailed, beautiful work. Anyway, so this guy here, the flower plate, I don't know, plate's probably not the right word. It is shaped like a plate, but the flowers and everything are dimensional. I'm sure you could tell that, but let's try and show you a little bit more. It's all very dimensional through here. It's not just like a painted plate or something. Okay, so this is going to be
$35, number 29.
$35, number 29. It is a lovely, lovely piece. Around the edge, it has some gold detailing, and then this background here is kind of yellow, and the gold kind of fades into it just a little bit. So look, it's kind of it gives it sort of an aged look. Plaque, that's right, it's a plaque. That's a much better word than plate. I've got it upside down. Anyway, so it was $35, number 29. There you go. That's what we have there. Okay, I need to get a little organized here because I have a mess. Okay, we're going to sell a weird one, friends. Yeah, Crafty Jackie, it is chalk, but it's like, it's a little sturdier. It's a heavy duty kind of a chalk. It is chalk. It will, you know, step bonk it or set stuff on it, and it will kind of be a mess. But all right, number 29 goes to you. Thank you so much, Georgia. Thank you. All right, now we're going to sell this. This, you might wonder, why in the world is this weird, old, well-loved dog? It kind of looks like a horn, but those are ears. That ear just likes to stand up because that's what it is. And look at that really cute eye on that side, and then no eye on that side. The eye has been loved right off. And then he's got this cute little tail in the back, weedy wag. He's filled with something that's kind of hard. So I almost want to think maybe it's like sawdust or something like that. It's sort of hard stuff in there. It's crinkly, kind of like sawdust or something. Anyway, it's old. It is old. Thank you for sending your info. And then on the bottom is, oh my gosh, there's the zipper. Wonder what the zipper's for. Well, let's unzip it and find out. Oh, there's little baby in there. So that's why she's in the Mother's Day sale, because she's a little mama puppy with a little baby puppy inside her belly. And that's as far as we're going to go with the anatomy lessons of tonight. But there you go. There's her little pouch. It has pulled out, and now I can kind of see inside of there. It looks like she's been stuffed with someone's nylons to fill. Maybe she wasn't quite as full as she should have been. But behind those nylons is like white batting stuff. So it's not sawdust. It's like weird stuff. Look at it. Anyway. So its little pouch where the baby goes is open, and you can see right into her guts. There you go. Very interesting. But anyway, you're going to get mama doggy and the little baby doggy right in her belly. And you can teach your kids all about how mamas have their little babies, and they go to the hospital, and the doctor unzips their belly, and out pops a really full-grown, very cute, fuzzy little baby dog. You can have all the anatomy lessons that you want to have. There you go. You are so welcome. $12 for the old dog, and it's number
34.
34. He's kind of biggish. He doesn't stink. I mean, he looks like, I don't think sorry, I don't think she was white. I have no idea what color she was, but I want to say she was maybe this color, kind of a brownish, tannyish color. She has like marks where she's lost all of her hair. I mean, she has the mange, she has the lost eye. This little dog has lived some, but she is very sweet. She's been well loved. She's about 14 inches from tip to tail ish, 14 inches ish, 14, 15 inches. So there you go. If you like that sweet, sweet old thing, it could be really fantastic in just the right spot. And she was $12, number 34. This is why you come to this sale, because it's the weird stuff. Don't lie. I know why you're here. All right, we're going to do a pretty one. Now, if Claudia was still here, she would say, oh, I love that. Because look, it's an art glass little swan goose duck. We couldn't decide what bird this is. It has a very long beak. It's not in, maybe it's in the water like a swan, but can't decide. Beak seems a little long, like maybe it's a goose, but also could be a duck. So this is a beautiful green art glass swan goose duck. And he has Claudia K is here, and she says it's a goose, but she's wrong. It is a swan goose duck. So there's its bottom. It has, I don't know for sure if it's a pontal, because I think that this piece was applied to that piece. I think it was made, the goose duck swan was made and then plonked down onto this chunk of clear glass at the bottom. So anyway, I don't know how old this is. I really don't think this is Murano. It's really not screaming to me of Murano by any stretch. It's just a really cute art glass piece. So the color is on the inside, so it's encased. On the outside, there's a coating of clear glass over the top of the green. But I really just love the colors in there, the green and kind of tealy green, and then the stretched green up the neck, and then the face was applied, or the beak was applied. Oh, Claudia, doing your dishes. Well, thanks for being here. We love you. So this guy is not huge. She's kind of small, so she can go right onto your tiered tray or wherever it is that you need to do a little decorating and fill a little hole. 4.5 inches tall or so, so fairly small and cute, 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 cute. This is a bathroom piece right here. It would look great in a bathroom. But I love the kind of graceful curve of the neck. And if you are a goose person, then this is definitely a goose. But if you're more of a swan person, oh, very, very swan-like. And also duck people. Can I interest you? Anyway, I don't know what it is, but it's a swan goose duck thing. Claudia says goose. I trust Claudia more than most people in the world, so we'll go with goose. And this guy is going to be $20, number 36. There you go. $20 for the really pretty piece. It doesn't seem to have scratches or anything like that. It has definitely no cracks or breaks or chips or flea bites, anything like that. It's nice, sturdy, really lovely, beautiful piece. So there you go, 20 bucks. If you want to bring a goose home.
No.
Chicago ladies here. Hello. You've been here for a while and I just haven't greeted you, so thought I would do that. Okay, let's see. Sewing. Let's do the sewing box. See the special box? This is a special sewing box. And I was sort of waiting because I can't decide if I want to do it as a mystery box or if I want to show you all the cool stuff that's in there. I'll probably show you. But anyway, it's a really neat box. It feels old. It seems old. It's got kind of a cardboardy bottom, and it's just this nice box. It's oval, ovular, and then it has this string on top. So the string goes through, and it's part of the lid. So what you can do is you can pull the string and then use it as a handle, and then it's a handle. And then when you open the box, it pulls the handle tight and you don't lose your lid. Your lid stays attached to your little thing. Isn't that cute? All right, so I'll show you what's in here. I knew I was going to. So this is your little mama sewing box. It's got your tomato pin cushion complete with a bunch of pins. It's got your sweet little thimble and a little rose in there. The thimble has roses and a heart on it. It's like a ceramic thimble. There you go. So it's got a little thimble. There's a handful of wooden thread spools. One of the thread, it's not thread. This one has pretty ribbon wrapped around it. So there's a handful of those. There's a few of these little like button and hook and loop cards. They're not complete. They're just partially used little sweet things. And then there is this spool of yarn or of string that's for tatting. And then here's a really cool thing. Oh, wait, I'll set that over there for a second. I'll show you that last. Down in here, look at this. This was actually somebody's sewing box, and she used it for doing her crochet, or this might be tatting, right? It's the very small thread stuff. So I kind of think that's called tatting, but I'm not positive. Anyway, it's this. She was working on this piece. The string, oh, I thought it was attached to it. But anyway, the string is still here to continue making this piece. So it doesn't have a center here or here, but it's a really beautiful little piece that she was in the middle of making. So there you go. And you can complete it or you can love it like it is. There's some instruction here on a little piece of crochet. Okay, thank you, Jackie. And D Rose, thank you. So here, these are some cardboard that says J&P Coats Big Ball, and it's that really thin string that's used for this work. There's a smaller one inside there. So you get all that. There's a couple more little, these are like instructions out of the newspaper that somebody is using for making this stuff. Here's just a couple tiny little pieces. There's a crochet hook. Oh wait, no, it's a tiny crochet hook. Look at that. The tiny hook on the end of it. I've never seen one that small. And here's, I don't know, some little piece that they were working on. I don't know. That's one of the pieces that go in the middle? No. It's like actual yarn. Okay, and then on top of all of that, as if that cool weirdness wasn't enough, just of like weird little pieces, you also get these, all three of them. So you get Sewing Susan. These are those, well, let's show you this one first. Happy Home. This is Happy Home Rust Proof Needle Book. And so these are the little needle pouches. This one is not complete. Oop, and there's one falling out. Let's just grab that before we lose it and step on it with bare feet later. I'll hold it this way so the needles don't fall out. But you can see about how many needles are there. This pink section here, they used all those needles, but there's still quite a few needles left in there. But the fact is that you are here for the display value anyway, not for necessarily using all the needles. So this one is called the Happy Home, and it's the three moms that are together at their little sewing circle. Then you have this one called Sewing Circle. It's similar, but not the same. This one has a look of being a little bit older. It's not as shiny. And then inside of it, it looks like that. Definitely looks older. This one has very few needles left. This lady actually went to the sewing circle and used her needles. So you have those two, and then you have the third one, which is still in the plastic. This one's called Sewing Susan. I'll take it out. This one says on the sticker here, somebody that sold it said that it has most of its needles. So let's just look. It has quite a few needles and one loose one. Let's see if I can put it back in. There you go. Has most of its needles in there. So you have Sewing Susan, Happy Home, Sewing Circle, and all that other stuff that we showed you. And it's all tucked away in this cute little sewing box that you can either use display, or discard. I have no opinion about it, and you can do with it what you will. I will work on getting that all back in there very cutely, but for right now, there it is. And the lid will never get lost because it's attached. So there you go. You're going to get this whole sewing box. Oh, Joanne, you got your, Claudia got her box. Awesome. So this here is going to be, oh, I lost it. Number $25, number one. $25, number one, for all of the sewing stuff. So if you're a reseller, you can resell these sewing cards and make money on them. So there. Okie dokie. What else are we going to sell around here in these parts? Let's sell this. This is a Lennox piece. Well, I'll show you. Lennox. See, it's down there. Storytime Lennox. So if you are the type to go check this stuff out, go do that quick. Run over to eBay and you'll find this on there. It's fine porcelain Lennox, handcrafted in Taiwan. The thing that this belonged to Marge, and Marge wrote her name on the bottom there. So that's not original nor natural. It's very unnatural. Anyway, this is in perfect shape. And these guys have like dainty little hands and fingers, and none of them are broken off. Isn't that amazing? Her little thumb still there. Her little shoes still there. So it's really a very, very cute little piece of Mama reading a story to her little girl. Isn't that just the sweetest Mother's Day piece? And maybe it's something to give to your mom, and maybe it's something to remember your mom by. Either way, it's very lovely. It does have a few scuffs. It is that bisky stuff. So you could take one of those. I need to go get some of those. People keep suggesting it, and I forget to pick one up. But those little sponge, the Mr. Scrub sponge or whatever they're called, you can get the bisque, the scuffs off of your bisque. But I wasn't able to do it for you today because I haven't picked one of those up yet. Anyway, it's a nice size figurine. It is about 6 inches tall, 6.5 maybe, 6 1/4, I guess. Anyway, it's a nice size figurine and so cute, kind of Victorian, but very sweet. So there you go. You have to, so Jackie, I use those threaders too. It's just, I'm so over like, licking the thread and then chopping it again and licking it again and trying to poke it in the dumb needle hole. Give me a break. And I don't use the needles that have the tiny, tiny holes either. It's just not worth it. So. Oh, you got number one. Thank you, D Rose. Ding, ding. Thank you. Okay. Lennox, $20, number 32. I saw this online for a lot more than that, but $20, number 32. I wanted somebody to have it, so I figured if I charged more than that, they wouldn't buy it. I really wanted to sell it, so I marked it down. Hey, Mary. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so once again, this is going to be an obviously Mother's Day piece because it is Mother of Pearl. So it's a necklace, and it's one of those necklaces. Darn it. I have chubby dad hands, not mom hands, that are sweet and dainty. So it's hard for me. So if you look at the back of this big piece here, this big flower, it has 2 loops there, so you can hang it. It comes with these beads to hang it in that sort of a way. But if you have like a chain or something, you can use that single loop at the top and just put the loop or the chain through that, and it can work just as a normal pendant. Does that make sense? So these these feel cold and they're fairly heavy. I don't know for sure that these are true mother of pearl, but they do have the look of being made of shells. They're kind of big beads, so I'm not sure how that would have been made of mother of pearl, but they definitely have that look to them of shell. They're really pretty. And on the back of this piece, it says, I left the sticker on that the person who sold it said, that this was made out of a mop. It was made out of mother of pearl. So I believe it to be mother of pearl. Looks like it, and that's what I was told. What, Carol?
Most know as the sewing kit box vintage.
Is the red box sewing things are in vintage. I just based on where I got it and the things that I got it with, I believe it to be vintage, but I don't 100% know. It's not the kind of thing that you can research, really. It doesn't have a name or anything like that. The red on the outside is kind of a fun texture, and the string that's on it looks very old. It has an old feel to it. The lid has one little scuff there. It's not leather. No. It's like a paper kind of a thing over it. I couldn't swear to you that it's vintage, but it certainly feels vintage to me. So,
yeah. DMV wants to know about an invoice from today.
Yeah, I'm going to invoice tonight for the stuff from Saturday and tonight together, so that people wanted to buy tonight, they could just have a single invoice and a single package. So that'll be coming tonight. Okay, this says on it, Carla Jordan. That's the brand name on this. Carla Jordan. On the back here, it has a little hanger that says that. So that's the brand name, Carla Jordan. It's this big. This flower is large. And the necklace itself is smaller. I'm not going to stick it around my neck because I can't get it over my fat head. But it's really quite beautiful. And then it comes with one other special little thing. I'll tell you why it's special. It's special because it's solo. It's a little weird. When I bought it, I thought they were both there, but there is one clip-on earring. So just consider that a little bit of an extra, an add-on, maybe clip it on your hat or something. It is a clip-on earring. It is that same beautiful mother of pearl flower, matches this in a very lovely way, except that there's only one. So maybe, you choose which ear you wear it on. There you go. Isn't that pretty? It definitely shines on my bright red ear. Anyway, there you go. So mother of pearl, pretty flower, pretty beads, pretty single earring. Single earring. Let's be very clear that it is a single. It's $19 and it's number 12. $19, number 12 for this lovely piece. Awesome. That is awesome, actually. You are so right, Carol. It is awesome. I love this one too. This one reminds me of somebody's mom. So this, I never, D Rose would like number 12. Number 12 is, oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, awesome, perfect. We got you, D Rose. Ding, ding. You got the dinger. Okay, this, ooh, we're running out of time. Yeah. This is a little, it's small. It's a figurine of a head. And it has that porcelain lace around it, which I did not notice any flaws in. That's a little bit of a miracle around these parts where I tend to drop things. But no, it seems to be perfect. And then it has gold paint over it. And it's supposed to look just like that. So the perfect porcelain rose there. Rose in her hair over here. And look at her sweet face. Just so cute. I'm going to swing her around so you can see the back. There's a big rose on her head. And then another rose over here where her single braid goes down the side. She's got this pretty kind of soft blue around. And then with the gold, she has just a very 50s look. I have no idea when she was made. But she has to me, a very 50s look to her. She's got that gold necklace around her neck that's just painted on gold. It's very pretty. So the bottom of her has the name L. McNeil. L. McNeil in cursive on the bottom. I couldn't find anything with that name. Now, if she is somehow handmade, I don't know how that's even possible because she's like porcelain. So I don't know. It has more of the look, like that signature on the bottom has more of a look of like, oh, it's like a ceramic piece or something. She is not. She is a nice porcelain. And this porcelain lace that's around here is just exquisite. So anyway, she's very, very, very pretty. I love her so much. She is only 3¼ inches tall and measuring across, trying to capture the lace on both sides, about 3¼ inches across here as well. So she's just a nice little size. I don't believe that she would have been like one of these, like in a pin cushion or anything, because just of the shape of her bottom. I think she's supposed to be just exactly what she is, just sitting on your dresser amongst your perfume bottles, looking very, very dashing. Anyway, there she is. She is going to be for you today.
$11, number 81.
Yep, $11, number 81. I sense that she's worth a lot more than $11, but I couldn't find anything about her. Couldn't confirm that for sure, and just figured I would offer her up tonight for $11. Number 21.
81.
No, 81. Sorry, 81. Number 81. Gina Marie. She would like that one, and she will get it too, because we love our Gina Marie. And when she wants something, doggone it, she gets it. Ooh, a lot of people wanted that one. We see Gina Marie. Sorry, Chris and D Rose. Gina Marie rose to the surface first on that one.
Maybe they know more about it.
But we love you too.
They must know what we do.
Well, I don't know. Maybe is somebody familiar with what that is and know something more about it than what I could figure out just from looking at it and doing the research I did? I don't know. Tell me. Okay, this is a set of 2 cotton dish towels. They're cotton. They're like cotton muslin. They're very soft. They've been used and worn. But look at the design on there. Oh my word, they're so cute. So look at this one is perfect for Mother's Day, because on Mother's Day it's the one and only day when mom gets to sit back and read the newspaper and dad is making the bottle, taking care of the baby, taking care of the other baby. Those are 2 pretty small babies in one house. Anyway, so cute. I love that. So this one has a little bit of a hole right here. These have been used and they are worn, so they're not perfect. I cannot tell you these are perfect. They have some staining on them. You can see that somebody, I think, got a little mustard or something on here right there. These are not perfect, but they're so dang cute that you just can't help but love them anyway. I have just never seen these designs and I love them. So there's the first one. And here's the second one. Look at Mama and Daddy are together in the kitchen there. They're just loving it up. They're so cute. Isn't that so cute? Do you love that? Because I do. So this one, I didn't see any holes in this one. Let's hold it up to the light. Yep, this one, maybe they didn't put this one on the stove as many times as they put the other one, because this one is a little bit less stainy and no holy. But they're both so, so, so cute. I love them. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the 2 cotton dish towels. They're normal size of a dish towel. They're printed only on the one end. See that? But you can use them, or you can display them, or you can frame the little pictures, because I almost feel like that's what you should do, is frame the pictures. So they are $18, number 13. $18 for number 13. Mr. L. Page.
About that 81, so ask me if you know about that. The Ellen McNeil.
Yeah. Okay. Let's set those back in there. Let's see. What have I overlooked? What have I not done? Let's do this. I don't know. I just felt like this could be somebody's mom. Isn't that so cute? And anyway, this one is not, it's a flat. So a lot of times these silhouette things, okay, let's back up. The silhouette here is framed in a normal frame. I don't know that this is a terribly old frame, but it's not super new because it's got this weird kind of old hook on the back. But this is not a silhouette where the black is on the glass, and it is not a bubble glass like some silhouettes are, most silhouettes. This is actually a silhouette, like black something, set over some brown wood veneer. You see that? So it's wood back there. This would be very, very cute in kind of a boho kind of a house. And she has just such a fun, whimsical look about her. I just really like that. Okay. Are you in insurance? I swear I've seen you in New York. Chris! Oh my gosh, that's why your name's so familiar. Yes, you have seen me in New York. And I am in insurance. That's my real actual occupation. Now I'm blushing because nobody wants to admit they're in insurance, but I am indeed in insurance. I am an underwriter. I'm not a salesperson, so don't worry. I'm not going to sell you on anything. Okay, so
Mr. Elpage is calling us.
Hi, Mr. Elpage. How are you, Randy? 6.5 by 5.5, and that's what you get. So the back is wood. It looks, I think you're getting that here, kind of a wood veneer back there. She's sweet, she's cute, she comes in a frame, and she is a silhouette, and that's what you need to know about her. So she's going to be $18.72. $18, number 72. You are a broker. Chris, you'll have to send me an email. Remind me where it is that you work. Because I was thinking that you worked at a carrier. I thought I was picturing you in my brain. But now you've thrown me off. Okay, we're going to do some ephemera. This here is right in, this is in a well-thumbed and well-used envelope. This is the original envelope that these came in. On the back, there's this sweet note, and it says, Hans, you will have to get the oats for the cows from the log shed. Take 5 gallons for the 4 cows. Give the calves in the log shed about 3 gallons of oats. I think if you let the cows in first, then put in the oats, wherever they go in, you will have the best luck. These are the books Florence wants. And I think it's Herb. I think it's Herb.
That's my grandpa. That's my grandpa wrote that.
It is?
Yes, it's from my mom. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Should I not be selling this?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't realize that this is my wife's grandpa, Herb. Yeah. So this was from when they lived on the farm way back in South Dakota. My gracious, I did not know that part. I thought that we picked this up somewhere. Well, it was in all my stuff, and it's a great Mama Day piece. Yep. So here you go. So inside, it's Ladies' Home Journal, Care of the Baby. And so there's all these different pamphlets about how to care for your baby. And there's the first month through the 7th. They're all in here. I'm just not showing you all of them. Right up through the 12th month. So there's a pamphlet for every month of the baby's first year. They're not all perfect. So first month, they were actually using these, and the cover is torn off. By the time they got to the 12th month, they didn't bother reading it anymore, and it's in much better shape. So, and then also inside here, there's baby's daily time card. There's just all these little pieces about how to be a mom, how to take care of your baby. So if you are feeling like you need to do some reading up on how to be a good mom and how to care for your baby, then here you go. If you think, oh my gosh, it would be so fun to read back at the weird things they told people to do back in the day, yes, it would. And they would be a great pick for you as well. I'm forgetting the year that these were done, but I want to say it was in the 40s. Am I right, Carol? Yeah, 1941, yeah. Copyright 1941 on these. So it's a whole set of Care of the Baby little pamphlets and books right here in their original pouch. They're not in perfect shape, but they're old and they're fun and really an interesting thing to go through and explore. It's just a really, really kind of a cool piece. So, and it belonged to Carol's grandpa and grandma because Herb was her grandpa. Herb, by the way, was one of the most amazing, wonderful people in the world. Yes. And he's passed now, unfortunately. but this is going to be $30, and it's number 15. $30, number 15 for the Ladies' Home Journal. Okay. All right. I'm way behind on the chat. Talk about a small world. I know, seriously, right? Yeah, that's why you have to be really careful. You know, in the world of insurance, you don't want to burn any bridges anyway, because it's a very small world in the world of insurance. So here, there's a couple of magazines. I'm not sure exactly how these are mothers, but you know, they're fancy ladies, and every mother wants to be a fancy lady. So when mom was finished reading her little books about how to care for her babies, and the baby was finally in bed sleeping, then she would pull out her Models or Parfait book in France, and she would look at all of these fancy fashions, and she would dream of the day when she would be done with babies and she could go back to wearing these beautiful, beautiful gowns. Or she's ruing for the day when she ever had that dumb baby and wishes that she was still able to be little fashionista in France. So these books are all in French, and I'm not sure what they're saying because I don't speak French. But there is lots of pictures in here of fancy fashions. So these are some sort of a fancy fashion magazine of some kind. Editions Roger. That's what I know about that. But they're just really great pictures in here. I love them. I'm not sure the year on them either, although that one says 1951, and this one also says 1951. So I guess that's safe to assume. I'll come back to it in just a second. Okay, so let's see here. I've lost my mind now. These are $10, number 70. $10 for the two old, beautiful catalogs with great pictures. So they're in good shape, actually, you guys. There's no damage to the spines on these, no loose pages or anything. They're in really great shape. Mama took care of her fashion magazines. $10, number 70. Number 70. Oh. Whoa, yikes. So DMB, I see you first. Is that what you see, Carol? Okay, sorry. Carol sees Ancestral Beginnings first. Perfect. And that's what counts because that's what we go by. So Ancestral Beginnings, it'll come to you. You wrote that down? Thank you. Okay, so let me go back and make sure that first rule, don't drop the baby. That's in month number 1, Delbert. Let's see. I was saying hello to Ningo Thrifter in sales for like 6 months before I realized she lived 2 miles away. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I've been in the world of insurance for about 22 years or so, 21 years, I guess. So I'm an adult as an insurance guy. I work at a program administrator. We do hotels. We do insurance for hotels, resorts, casinos, that kind of thing. So that's what I do in my real life. And there you go. So let's see. Oh, states away. Yeah. So I believe that Chris is in New York and I go to New York. Our home office is in New York. And oh, you live in Illinois. Your office is in New York. Before COVID, I traveled to my office. Chris, we have got to chat offline because the chances of us running across each other in New York, when I'm in Washington and you're in Chicago and we both just visit New York, like so random. But I was just in New York not long ago, and there you go. Lurk in the background. Oh, hello, Nate. Welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, shh. Sorry. Waiting for your meeting to start. I do that too. So Nate, you're on a different time zone than us, obviously. So right now I'm done with work for the day, but all through the morning, that's what I do. I oftentimes I have Misty's show on, and it's just muted, and so every once in a while I'll turn it up when I can, pop in. Anyway, where are we? I have lost my mind. Okay. Let's do, this is another little Mother Goose rhyme. So Mother's Day sale, Mother Goose rhyme, right? There you go. That's the connection. And I need to tell you that because it's not going to be obvious when I show you this. This is so cute. It's Mary and her little lamb. So cute. So she's still, well, Yeah, she's still on her little chain. On the back of the lamb, the chain, oh, I'm off the screen. The little lamb has a little ring. On her wrist, the chain has like a little wire that attaches it to her hand there. But anyway, I believe it to be the original chain. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like it. And again, the lamb is bisque, and he has little scuffs on him a little bit. You can see that he's not perfectly shiny white. She is not bisque. She is like a normal glazed, cute figurine. She's got the little stars on her shirt, which make her extra special. And then this dress of hers seems to be some sort of like a yellow lace that's been glued around, and then it just like springs up in every direction in weird ways, this little bit of gold through it. And I'm sure that when it was first put on there, it was laying all very pretty and wonderful. And now it's just a little wild. And that's what we love about our dear friend, Mary. She's a little wild. She's from Japan. She doesn't, that's where she was made. She was made in Japan. And she is Mary. And here is her little lamb. And they're having a very happy day because she has not lost her little lamb yet. It is still here on its chain. I love her little her little green bow on her head, and her little pixie face is just so cute. So she's a normal figurine size. She's little. I'd say, if I was making a wild guess and not using a ruler, that she is exactly 4 1/4 inches tall. So there you go. Mary, her little lamb, a little chain in between them, and they together are $10, number 100. $10, 100 for that. Not cute. There's no chips or cracks, by the way. I don't see any repairs. The wildness is her dress. That yellow lacy stuff is, I mean, it's wild. So there you go. Thanks, Kim. I don't know if we have your info, Kim. I can't remember for sure. So if you haven't sent it, please do. Otherwise, thank you so much. Ding the bell and go on our merry way. Thanks, Kimsey. We love ya. Okay, I've got so much more stuff here. I need to get
since you're already almost 20 yet.
Good gravy. We're gonna miss Jody's wholesale tonight. Poor Joni. This is a lovely gift for Mother. And if your mother lives in a small space, this is a perfect gift for her. Maybe she doesn't need to have a whole big giant bouquet of real flowers. You can give her these porcelain beautiful flowers that will last her forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So this is an Ainsley piece. Ainsley is made in England, very collectible, and contrary to popular belief, sometimes they have no broken petals. They were not all made with broken petals. This one has none. Every petal is in perfect shape, as is every leaf. Still has its little sticker on the front. The sticker is wanting to come loose just a little bit there. But even if the sticker does come loose, you have the Ainsley markings on the bottom. Hand modeled, hand painted, fine bone china from England. Aren't those so cute? Does anybody here kind of collect these or like these? I know, I have that fear. I have a very sweet friend. In fact, the Kristen, who does my hair, her sister collects these. So I sold the last one to her. Anyway, there you go. So this is an Ainsley piece, and it is $23, number 900. $23, number 900. Oh, wait, whose daughter is buying? Our youngest daughter is buying her first house. It'll be in my office, probably. Oh. Oh, goodbye. Sorry if I missed you because you're already left, but oh, the family and the dogs are home, leaving for the night. Good night. If you're already gone, I'm sorry. But if you're still here, thanks, George. I appreciate you being here. I loved having you here. And I'm excited about your daughter. Our daughter bought her first house, and she bought it in Alaska. Can you believe that? The gall of some people. All right. What did I miss? Let's do this. Here's one more Jody Bergsma piece. This one is framed. So it's got this nice kind of gilt frame. I think that's the right word. Gold colored frame. And it's the same size as the other. So it's like a 5x7 inside. Now the whole frame and the whole kit and caboodle, if you need to know how much space it's going to take up on your wall, it's about 8 3/4 by about 6 3/4. That's the whole big thing. This one is about being old. So it's about me. It says, the young at heart never grow old. Isn't that reason to dance? Isn't that so sweet? And it's number 1133 of 5,000, signed by Jody Bergsma. I don't think it's a wet signature, by the way. It's a Jody Bergsma piece. Grandpa and Grandma there. And it's got a little on the back, just a little paperwork about Jody and her work. $23. The flower Ainsley piece was $23. Buffering. Okay, so here you go. There's the Jody Bergsma piece. This one's in the frame, so the cost on this one is a little bit more than the other one. And if I can find it quickly, it is $15, number 94. $15, number 94. I'm struggling to get the light to shine on it right. The frame here, or the mat, is kind of a gray blue. And then the inner mat is that pretty lavender color. Thank you. Who am I saying thank you to? Ancestral Beginnings. Thank you for sending your information. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. Jody Bergsma. I think we went through this. $15, number 94, moving on. Okay. What did we not do? The birds. The green girl with the doll and the bear. Oh, I thought I did that one. Okay, so let's do the birds. This is just a very springy, wonderful piece that I figured somebody's mom might like to have. So this one's $16. It is made in Japan. It's marked there on the bottom, right there, Japan. It's heavy, kind of. It's, it's not real thin, but it's a nice piece. Beautiful, beautiful robin red breasts. And then they're in the kind of, what do you call it? Cherry blossom tree. So this one has a flaw, so know that. This bit right here, this piece, at some point broke off and has been glued back on. It on the back, you can see it a little bit more, so I'll show you that so you can see where it's been glued back on. From the front, it looks nice. If you're looking closely, you'll see it, but it really can be displayed very nicely without people noticing or caring so much. I'm sorry, what? Joni is canceled for tonight. Oh my gracious, we can just keep going forever. Oh my gosh, you guys. But I'll miss Joni. I love Joni. Okay, so this is, the backside doesn't have very much color, so really it's more of a one-sided piece, but it is fairly big, kind of heavy, and really springy and cute. I love the robins. So around here, we kind of have robins all year. They never really leave entirely, but you definitely in the spring, you start seeing them really start to show up again, and they start singing, and you see them in the grass a lot more. So it's still fun. It still feels like spring when the robins are around. 8 inches tall. This is a big, tall 8-incher, and that's what you're going to get. Remember, this piece was broken off and reattached. That's something to know. I feel like the color is pretty good. There's tiny, tiny little dots here and there of color loss, but nothing significant. And so it's in pretty good shape other than the one repair. So there you go. This one is, I think I said $16, and it's number 41. $16, number 41. It's big. So if you feel like you need to give mama something big, there you go. It's big. This one, I'm not sure, but I felt like it had just a little bit of a motherly feel to it. This little girl, she is playing mama with her dolly and her bear, and I love the little duck down here. The little duck is kind of my favorite part. It's what makes this for me. It's like one of those little toy ducks from Germany. But anyway, she's not from Germany, but that's just what the duck reminds me. So this is her name's Sarah May. She's a limited edition made in Taiwan. She's number 10,935 of 15,000. And she was distributed by the Royal Orleans, USA in 1988. So she is not terribly old, but she's just sweet. I figured she was a good piece for a Mother's Day sale. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get this little girl. So, oh, that mark comes right off of her sleeve. I was noticing a mark on her sleeve in the video picture. But there you go. So she's got no chips or cracks, no repairs on this one. She's nice. She's bisque, but then her eyes are shiny, sparkly. Not sparkly, but shiny, so they, anyway, shiny.
She's number 7.
Number 7.
No, sorry, $7.
$7. Sorry, she's $7 and number 7. We'll just make it number 7 so there's no confusion. $7, number 7.
Wow.
Okay, what else have I missed?
The postcard.
The postcard. Here's the postcard. Oh, it says something on top of it. Oh, here's Mama again. This is the mean Mama. So this is a postcard of a Mama giving a little guy a little spanking. Astronomical notes, more spots on the sun's disk. I don't know, they said weird things back in the day that I don't think are really that funny, but there you go. That's what it says. On the back, postcard looks like that. So you can see that it's fairly old. And I think it has a year. 1910. Crafty Jackie. Your oldest daughter is named Sarah. Awesome. And, oh, sorry. And you got number 7, which was the little girl, right? Yeah, thank you so much, Jackie. We'll get that sent off to you tonight. Okay, anyway, so this little postcard here is $10, number 65. $10 for the postcard, 1910, not used, fresh postcard. This corner was bent a little. Actually, I feel like it was in like had corner things on it, and it was in a book maybe or something, but it has kind of an indentation in that corner, especially, so you can sort of see it there. Not really a fold, but it's more of a thing. Anyway, so there you go. The little postcard of a little Sam getting his little bum spanked by Mama. $10, number 65. Okay, what else did we skip or miss? Is that it? Oh no, this one. One last one. It's a little urn base. So this has a mark on the bottom, but it's so blurred that it's hard to read. I could read on the bottom of it where it says hand painted. I'm pretty sure it says hand painted. But then the top part where it says who hand painted it, I just am flummoxed. I don't know. So anyway, it's this pretty urn and it is hand painted. You can see the hand painting and it's very beautiful. It looks like violets to me. My dad's mom was named Violet, Grandma Violet. That was Grandma Young. So I like the violets on this. It's a little pinkier than a violet should be. The color on the screen is really pretty true to color. Should be a little bit more purple in my opinion, but that's what it is. It's pink and it's got all this pretty hand painting on it. It is about 7 inches tall-ish, not quite 7 inches tall or so. And it is $12, number 38. $12, number 38 for that. There's no chips or cracks on it. I don't think I mentioned that. It's in nice shape. And I don't know who made it or where it was made, but it's sturdy, nice, and really quite beautiful. So there you go. That's what we got tonight. Crafty Jackie got number 7. Crafty Jackie's oldest daughter is named Sarah. And Soul Nate said hi to Deb. And then we're caught up. Okay, so if you are coming to the party late, there's a few things that didn't sell, so maybe I'll just show a couple of those real quick. Since Joni's not on anyway, you need somebody to talk to. So we didn't sell the fairy lamp, right?
Well, I was just going to say, do you want me to tell you the things? No, we didn't.
Okay, so this is the fairy lamp that has a D rose on the front of it. That was subliminal. It has a rose on 3 sides, and it's a satin, pretty color, has no chips or cracks. And it has kind of hobnailing down here. It's made in Taiwan. It is not Fenton. It's $20. It's number 16. I don't think we sold this either, did we?
Didn't sell it. No.
This is the Mama's hairdo set. I can't find it now.
It's on the bottom. Second, third from the bottom. It's $25.
Yeah, okay, got it. So this is $25. So it's this nice, some sort of plastic, kind of a hard plastic, heavy plastic brush and comb set. This would go on your boudoir. And then the really cool piece, it's a crimper. See that? Look at that. You warm it up, I think. I mean, I am not a user of a crimper. So don't take my word for this. Maybe do your own research. But I believe you heat it up. It has wooden handles so that you can hold it and without getting burned on your hands. You heat this up, you stick your hair in there, and then you crimp it. And it's going to give you some nice waves, small crimpy waves. So who knew that crimping happened before the late 80s? I thought crimping was an 80s thing. Anyway, that's $25 for the whole hairdo set. Brush, comb, and crimper. $25, number 73.
See, Jean Reed was on the same line. She said thinks it was for finger waves.
Yeah, it probably was for little finger waves. I don't know for sure, Gina Marie, but probably. We didn't sell the knives, right?
Can you demo that hair curler, please?
D Rose, I'd be happy to. I just need to grow my hair out for maybe another 3 years. Remind me in 3 years and I'll do that for you. Unless I accidentally get my hair cut between now and then. Okay, I've lost the knives, girl.
Which knives?
And we didn't sell them, right? I always have this fear that I'm going to sell something twice.
Yeah, so ask me for it.
I am. Okay, so mother of pearl knives. That's why they're here tonight, because they're mother of pearl. What?
I will.
Oh, they're actually not true mother of pearl. They have they're a mother of pearl look, so they're faux mother of pearl. They are some sort of a plastic, and then the stainless steel knives. They are pointy. They are kind of sharp. They could use a good sharpening, but they're serrated at the end and then sharp along here. Very pointy. These are stainless, and they are made by Sheffield. So the set of those 4 knives is $20, number 17. That's a really great one there. I don't think we sold this little lady, right? I love her, so let's give her a chance. This is the hands on hips lady. And she is $12, number 95. $12, number 95 for that little girl, lady.
No.
Did we?
We didn't get salt and pepper.
I know. Did we sell the Capidamonte? I don't think so. There's this lovely Capidamonte piece. You guys, this is like I'm shocked we have this because I really, really underpriced it tonight. One of them is in perfect shape. One of them has the tiniest chip that you don't notice until you're looking really, really hard for it. This one right here. So you see all the petals have a divot in the middle, and this one does as well. But right next to the divot, there's a little, just a ding there. You do not notice it until you're looking really, really hard for it. Underneath, you can kind of see that there's white showing. Anyway, they're marked Capidamonte on the bottom, stamped, and they're really, really in great shape. So these are taper candle holders. Put one on each end of your mantle, one on each end of your table with something in the center to give you some height. Whatever it is, wherever it is, these will look very lovely. They're a peachy color, kind of a sort of almost a neutral. They're not gaudy. And those are
$22, number 30.
$22 for number 30. 22 for number 30. I really underpriced those, but I wanted to, and so I did.
Goose duck swan.
We didn't sell the goose duck swan? Let's sell the goose duck swan. We're going to do the goose duck swan. So this is just an art glass piece, and it's a goose, or it's a duck, or it's a swan. And it has this nice, cute, long beak and really graceful neck. Really pretty greens and teals inside of it. That's $18. And it is number 36. $18, number 36. Thanks, Kim. Oh, here. You guys, I wanted to give somebody a chance on this too. So I picked this up. This is not vintage. I usually try to stick pretty closely to vintage stuff for my sales. But this was my favorite children's book. And
Yes,
my
it was.
kids loved this book. We used to read this book together, laugh, and we loved this. Well, I found this the other day when I was outsourcing, and I got it for a great price. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to get that into the hands of somebody special. So if you have a child in your life that you can read this story to, I'm going to give it to you tonight for just an unbelievable price, because I simply bought it to get it in the hands of somebody that will appreciate it. Yeah, somebody didn't empty the dishwasher. So this book's going to come to you for $3. Not trying to make money on it, just trying to get it out there into the world. It's in perfect shape, like it's never been used. And it's a hardcover book, for crying out loud. I don't know why I'm so dumb that I'm selling it for $3, but I am. So if you want the Stinky Cheese Man, just type in cheese, and if you're the first person, you can have it for $3 and shipping. But it'll ship media mail. It'll be like so cheap. Anyway, is anybody else familiar with this book? Because it is so great. It is our favorite. It was a Caldecott Honor Award winner. Look at that. We are award-winning book lovers. Has great pictures and just like the most off-the-wall, wacky story. It's kind of like actually, I could have made it work for tonight, because it's like Mother Goose rhymes, sort of. Like Chicken Licken, The Really Ugly Duckling, The Tortoise and the Hare, Cinder Rumpelstiltskin, Little Red Running Shorts, Jack's Bean Problem, and much, much more. That's what's in here. Just a little bit irreverent, and I love it. Did you love it, D Rose? I wish I had a grandbaby to read it to, but I don't. So, plus, I still have one. All right. Is that it? Anything else that you want to show again?
Is there anything else someone else wants to do?
I don't know. Anything else that anybody else wants to see again? Is there anything that anybody's looking for that you'd like me to source or pull off my shelves? Tell me now, because I can do that. I'm putting together my schedule. Jack's Bean Problem, right? Yeah, totally funny. Putting together my sales for next month and still doing some work on that. So if there's resellers in the audience and you're looking for a place to sell, I would sell the hair crimper alone. Yeah, but I kind of was, because the price of the hair crimper is really what I was sort of throwing the brush and the comb in. But I could sell it for, I don't know, maybe $18. I had the whole thing at 25, right? Yeah, I could do it for like $18. But this is the main thing that lot had going for it. D Rose, Crafty Jackie. There were these books about the Stupid family. Oh yes, the Stupids. We loved the Stupids. My son loved the Stupids. There was the Stupids Go to the Zoo, or the Stupids at the Zoo was the one that we used to read all the time. Kids loved that one. Dakota loved that one. He loved as he got a little bit older, he read all of the ones about the underpants one. Oh, darn it. They were like chapter books.
Yeah.
I can't think of it right now. Sorry. It escaped me. You didn't read the Captain Underpants ones. It was the other ones.
No. Yeah.
The Stupid Dummy or something. I don't know.
It was stupid.
I don't know. Anyway, I miss all those days. We loved reading stories. We used to read stories together all the time. Back in the day, I started to tell the story earlier, and it was a long story, and I was trying to hurry, but now I'm not. So I'll tell you the story now. So when our kids were born, Carol and I were young and poor, and so we didn't want to put our kids in childcare. Also, I worked in the world of childcare, and I just didn't really want my kids in it. So she worked nights and I worked days. So in the evenings, I was home alone with the kids, putting the kids to bed and doing story time and bath time, and just all of the nighttime stuff was all mine. So I just have such beautiful memories of sitting in the recliner and the rocker with my kids reading stories. And I miss that so much. So Dakota he hated when I would ever use funny voices or anything in a story. He just liked the story to be read straight. Just read the story. And so I used to just taunt him by using funny voices or like changing the words slightly to the story or like putting in
Yeah, he
like
didn't know how the story's supposed to go.
yeah, he knew how the story was supposed to go and you're supposed to do it right. But I like to like put in real people into the story. So like, you know, when it was, I don't know, some Sam or something was in the story and I would throw in Dakota's best friend Jamie or something, you know, and he gets so mad. Anyway, Marina loved all that stuff. When I'd read her stories, you know, she loved to um you know, she loved all the crazy voices and she liked to make them as wacky as possible, but that was not for Dakota. Anyway, I remember growing up, my mom she used to read chapter books to us, and we went all the way through the Little House on the Prairie books a couple of different times. I love those books. My kids never really got into that, so we read a little bit of them, but I don't think that my kids have ever read all the way through all of the Little House on the Prairie books. That's kind of sad for me. I still love them. I still have them in the house because I just can't part with them. I love them. I'll probably never read them again, but I guess that makes me a hoarder, doesn't it? Keeping stuff that I'm never going to use again. But I have a connection to it. It's an emotional connection. Sign of a hoarder, friends. So, our house doesn't totally look like a hoarding house, but this shed's starting to look that way a little bit. I really kind of need to get some more stuff onto my eBay store, move some things along. Send you a question email after the sale. Could you please check it? Yes, Dee, I'll be happy to do that. Deb. And we will be invoicing you tonight finally because we figured that all out. So the book is Sun Faded. Oh, you used to read Little House to us. Yes. Sorry, I missed that, Claudia. Your dad used to read that too. My mom was the reader. My dad was really not a reader. He became a reader as I got a little older, but I mean, he like literally wasn't a reader. Like barely knew how to read. And but he taught himself, and he reads now a lot. I mean, he always could read some. He did go through high school, but he got through high school doing like metal shop, not reading.
And that's what he did.
And that is what he did with his life. Very, very smart man and very accomplished, but not a scholar. Anyway, so that's our story. So where was I going with the story about you and me? I don't know. Anyway, that I was home reading the stories at night. That's where I was going with it. Gotcha. We're there. We finished all of the random sidebars. Wrapped it all up, I think. So what other favorite books do you guys have? Are you guys readers in the chat? Do we have readers here? And how about children's books? Anybody here love children's books? I still love children's books. I still pick up children's books because, well, I sell some, but I keep children's books. I just love them. I love the artwork in a children's book, and there's just something about a beautiful children's book that I really, really like. Read it on the beach. Nice. So next month, you guys, we're gonna do a different kind of a sale. I'll just give you a little bit of a heads up on it since we're just here chatting. You're already in bed. Well, Claudia, thanks for taking us to bed with you. We love you. Good night. Talk to you soon, my friend. Oh, the little critters. Yes, I love the little critters. Yeah, we'll make sure we check your email and everything before we seal anything up. We've got to package everything and all of that done. Lemony Snicket. Okay, yeah, that was my kids liked Lemony Snicket too. The Animorphs we never got into. Oh, Mortician books. I am not familiar with Mortician books. Wow, Gina Marie. Interesting. Anyway, so next month we're going to do a different sale. So we're going to do a little bit of a tea party. Yeah. So what we're going to do, and I have to still work out some of the details. So don't ask too many questions yet, but just planting the seed here. So we're going to do a sale in which see how to explain this. So we're going to be selling some teacups. Oh, Nora Roberts, yeah. Teapots, tea-related items. So it's going to be a tea sale. And then anybody that purchases from that sale is going to be invited to a special tea party with us. And we're going to do, it'll probably be a Zoom call. It might be a Teams call. Anyway, somewhere that we can congregate online where we can all be on the screen, the 20 or so people that get invited by participating in that sale. It might, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do a Mad Hatter tea party. Everybody has to wear a hat, a mad hat. I love that. Good idea. Anyway, so if you purchase from the sale, then you'll be invited to the tea party, and we'll wait a couple of weeks so that everything gets shipped to you. And if you want to drink tea out of your teacup during our party, you can do that. But we will all congregate, and we'll finally get to see everybody's face on the screen, and everybody will get to participate and talk to each other and talk amongst each other. It's one of the, I've been just in the back of my mind feeling like there's so many people in the chat that we never see their face and we never get to actually chat. And I know there's people that want that opportunity, but they're not really interested in selling, or they're not ready to sell. And that's okay. We don't need everybody to be a seller, but we'd still love to be able to have a real conversation with you. So I'm hoping it's going to be really, really fun, and that we can all kind of meet each other and chat together. Now, it might get a little bit crazy with 20 people on a single call together. So we'll organize some things where we have some specific questions and go around the loop and get everybody a chance to talk. But I think it's just going to be a really, really fun time. And of course, you don't have to drink tea if you don't want to. You can drink coffee out of your teacup, or a little lemonade, or whatever it is, a little snip of something. And we'll just have a good time together. So I'm really excited about that. Hope that it'll work out, and we'll see. But JD Robb, her alter ego. Oh, I didn't know that was the same person. That's interesting. Of course, Harry Potter. Yes, the Harry Potter books are just iconic. When the final Harry Potter book came out, we went to the bookstores back when there were actual bookstores in the world, and we all dressed up in costumes and waited in line to get the book right at midnight. It was just a hoot. It was a blast. Loved that. So we're all in Harry Potter costumes. Some of our friends and we were all together. So it was really, really fun. It was a good memory making moment for the kids. And then Marina spent the whole rest of the night staying up and read the book. The whole book that night.
Finished at 4 o'clock in the morning.
3 channels. Look, I knew them. They had never seen me. Got lucky, and I got asked to go shopping with 3 channels locally. Oh, wow, cool. That's fun, Gina Marie. I've never gone shopping around here with anybody that's local here. I know that Leanne.
Yeah, you're late.
Hi, Jody. We're just chatting. We're having an after chat since Joni doesn't have a sale tonight. So we didn't want to be done, so we're not. And so here we are. Tonight we're having an extra long chat. And Deanne, hello. I don't know if I said hi to you, Deanne. Anyway, so what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Channels. Oh, yeah. Leanne and Trisha have gone shopping together, but I just have never hooked up with anybody in person to go sourcing or shopping with. But I'd like to do that. Leanne and I are planning to do it one of these days, but we haven't yet. So what's new in the life of Jody today, Jody? We were just talking about our tea party we're going to have next month. So maybe you'd like to be part of a tea party. Claudia is in. Claudia is going to be part of our tea party. So that's exciting. You know, I forgot to sell this other item. Do you guys want to sell one more item? You can do that. This, you know how I am about, there's a guy with baseball cap, sunglasses, and COVID mask, his t-shirt on a shirt and a picture of his face. It said, me. Oh, my word. You got to meet Helen Booty. Woohoo! Awesome. You guys know how I am about abalone. So this is a little tiny abalone piece. And look, it's for Mama to put her pills in. It's a tiny little pill box. And I believe it's sterling. I believe. So but it's thin. What is the mark on the bottom? Oh boy, I am too blind and old to see what that says, but I think that it's the number for sterling. Come on, focus, Betsy. Come on, Betsy. You can do it. Well, I can't see them on the screen because they won't focus. Anyway, it on the top, it's got this beautiful abalone. It's got this little, oh, my finger's too big. It's got this little hooky-doo that you flip up, and then inside you stick your little pills in there. Isn't that fun? So it's a little abalone pill box. Anybody want a little abalone pill box? If you want that, it is $25 and it's number W. It's teeny tiny. It's like an inch or so probably. I love the detailing around the top. It's got kind of a braided look around the top of the lid. And the really, really shiny, beautiful abalone. Well, Gina Marie can have it then. Awesome. Thanks, Gina Marie. Well, you guys, we don't want to go on too baloney. See, Jody watched my old video. Look at you, Jody. I called you Joni. What's wrong with me? Anyway, we hope that you are just having a wonderful evening and that you have some plans to do something great tonight. Maybe get a little rest. And we are probably going to sign off here so that we can start doing some shipping. Because we, as I mentioned, we were on Trisha's channel Saturday, sold a few things there. So I have all of that to add to the stuff from tonight. So we've got our work cut out for us. We like to, as best we can, get our boxing and packaging and invoicing all done the night of the sale. And that way we can start getting it out the door as people pay and get it all done before the weekend. Good night, Crafty Jackie. Say hi to Ron. Loved having you here. Thanks so much. Love you dearly. All right, friends. I think we're going to wrap her up there. Thanks, Delbert. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We just love you. We love that you like to be part of our channel and part of our small community. We are a small channel, and that allows us to have a lot more opportunity to get to know each other and chat amongst each other. Just absolutely love that. So thank you for your participation in the chat here. Thank you, those of you that are still here. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for making this a pleasant, happy place. I just don't have a problem in my chat of people who are nasty and people who are finding fault or people who are troublemaking. That just doesn't really have a place here with us. We really like this to just be a fun, pleasant, upbeat, kind of off kilter a little bit, but fun place where you can find some really high quality things for good prices. But more than that, you can have a place to be with your friends. And so thanks for allowing us to be part of your friendship circle here online. We really appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you bring to the channel. And we love having you here. If you are lurking in the background, thank you also. And if you're lurking in the background because you're feeling like, well, I'm not going to buy anything, so I don't want people to know that I'm here, please never feel that way. That's not the kind of channel that we are. We are a channel where you're welcome to purchase if you want to. And if you never, ever purchase from us, you are absolutely 100% still welcome here, and we still love you. So jump right in and join in. Hey, Animal Lovers here. Hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Animal Lovers, another local, a local yokel here in our neck of the woods. So it's good to see you, Animal Lover. And with that, we will let you get on with your night. Please go out. You guys, I hope that you have left tonight's Mother's Day sale thinking about the mother that you have or the mother that you wanted to have, or whoever it is in your life that has served a motherly role. Some of us did not get lucky enough to have a mother or to have a mother that have the mother that we wish we had, and that is okay. We all have people in our lives who have served that role, filled that role for us, been a motherly figure in some sort of a way to us. In some cases, those were females, and in some cases, they were males. Doesn't make any difference. Mother's Day is a day to celebrate and appreciate whoever it was that brought that motherly that filled that motherly need that we had. And it's a day to thank them for doing it. And it's a day to think about them if they're gone. So do that. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you're surrounded by. I am the mother I wish I had, and so are you, Sean. Thank you, Jody. You make me cry. I was very lucky. I had the mother that I wanted to be, and has helped me to be a good parent. So be a good person. Be the person that you want your children to be, and love all of you. Thanks for being part of our online family. We love you, and we'll see you back here next week.